So procedure already we have seen for creating a tree. So now I will write on a function. I have written a function here, create. I have taken required pointers like P and T are the pointers that we require. And root pointer, assume that it is global. Then I have declared a queue also, queue data structure. So we have already learned about queue data structure. So that queue, and it must be initialized. So I am not writing the code for initializing that queue. So assume that it is initialized. Now, one more thing, we don't know how many nodes will be there, so we can't determine the size of this queue. So instead of taking an queue using array, we can go for queue using linked list. Now let me start writing the code. As I have already explained you, the very first thing we should do is create a root. So I will write on the code here for creating root. So printf enter root value. Then scanf the value of root in variable x. So I am reading the value. Now next, create a node using pointer root and fill this value and make these as null. So I am creating a root node using malloc function and filling the data in that node and making left and right child of that root as null. So I wrote 0 here for null. Then I should insert this address of this root node in queue. So here enqueue root, this is inserted in queue. As I explained that initially this address 200 we inserted here. Now the repeating procedure I have to write on, that has to be written inside the loop, so I can use while loop. How long that loop should continue? Until queue is not empty. If it is empty, it should stop. So I will write on loop here, while not is empty queue. So as long as queue is not empty, continue. When it is empty, then stop. Then all the steps I have to write down inside this one. So what is the first step? Take out the address from queue and take it in a pointer p, that initially we did it like this, right? So p assign dq, so p assign dq from q. So take out a value from q and take it in pointer p. So p is pointing there. Now being there, we should ask the value of left child. If it is not -1, create it. Then ask the right child. If it is not -1, create it. Those steps I have to write down. So I will write on the steps for left child. Printf enter left child, scanf take the value in variable x. Here I am checking if x is not equal to -1. If it is not -1, then we will create a node with the help of temporary pointer and enter the data and make this as null and make p's left point on that one and also insert the address into the queue. All these steps I have to do. So I will write down these steps. So here, create a new node with the help of temporary pointer. Set the data in that node, set the data in the node, and set left child and right child as 0, set left child and right child as null, then also makes p's left as a t, p's left as t, then enter the address of this new node in queue. So insert the address of that new node in queue, so enqueue that t. This all will do for left child. See from here, all these steps are for just left child. Then same steps I should repeat for right child also. Printf enter right child, take the value. If it is not equal to -1, then create a node and this line will change. Instead of p's l child, I should write p's r child. All the steps are same. All the steps are same. So there is no space, I cannot continue. So I should write on all these things once again for the right child also. Then close while loop and close that function. So the steps will repeat here. I should repeat those steps. The steps that are inside this block, all these steps should be repeated again for the right child also. Now while writing the program, I will complete the code and I will show its execution. So that's all. This is the procedure for generating a tree with the help of a queue.